Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Egal Toto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it raw and real. Kindly remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. In today's Striker, actually, I'm going to look at the security implications of one of the stories that trended in the last 2 days in Kenya's social media space.
Mugai before she became famous, you know how much I struggled to make sure first you recorded your first 30 videos. In fact, this is the phone we were using to record your first 30 videos, Techno Pop 4, and I'm not afraid of reporting that. If you are woman enough, come out and fight me back. Mugaiv, nataka gharama yangu.
Now, there's this content creator. He's a YouTuber, and he did a video. And in this video, he's wearing full police uniform. And where he's seated, there was another set of police attires. And I'm talking about real police attires. Probably they could be the AP or the KDF police attires. It is the old Chango green together with the forestry mark of our Kenya, of our administrative police and the Kenya Defense Forces. So this guy came out and said that he's an ex-KDF soldier and that he had been in a relationship with one of Kenya's popular content creator, If Mungai, and that If dumped her. I don't know, he was saying him, and that he had even put a laptop, a tablet for If, and it was like literally threatening If on that in that video. But as the turn of events came to come out is that actually this guy is not a KDF soldier, and nor was the story he was talking about true. He was just laughing out of it and taking it to be like it's not a serious thing when he was called by If's lawyers, saying that he was just a content creator and he was just only looking for content. But what caught my attention out of this drama is first, one, the character assassination of a content creator in this country, especially in the social media, where we know that Kenyans on Twitter can really troll somebody for a long time over such a story. And secondly, it is the use of real police attires and coming up with such a crazy video in the public. And when he said that even the police uniforms he uses, he gets them from the officers near where he lives. And I was like, now, this is where things get sticker. You are just a content creator. How do you approach a police officer and tell them, I want to shoot a video, give me not one, but 2 sets of police uniform? Because where that guy was seated, there was, on the same bed, there was another set of police uniform there. So meaning, those are 2 sets of police uniform in the hands of wrong people in this country. So I'm like, were these police officers there when he was shooting that video? And secondly, if they were not there, how sure are we that these same uniforms are not given also to criminals to pose as police officers to intimidate the public? And then when he says that these are police officers who are his friends, how far does this friendship go to an extent that of using the materials and apparatus of violence in this country for lay people, or for the common citizenry who doesn't have even the ethics of the police language and the police code of conduct in the social media? So for me, it was not just about the fact that he came out cloud chasing using an innocent woman's name, because already that was also character assassinating if Mungai's name, and also, putting somebody's brand in a very fragile state, because I know brands and different companies and organizations easily withdraws from endorsements when it's such cases of, marital issues, conflicts, etc. But now the fact that if was quick enough to come out and clear a name and even choose the legal path, the question is, if chose her legal path and the man came out, apologized and cleared the hair. But the question is, who is coming to clear the hair about these police uniforms that are being given for free to the members of the citizen to do anything they want with them? How many of those uniforms have been given out? And how many of those uniforms have been used to commit crime and violence in this country? So for me, it's a call that it's not something that we should look at face value, especially from the security perspective. We know of content creators who pose as police officers, but they do not use police officer attires per se in terms of threatening people online or even doing funny things. And they are not even using like the entire police force thing, the full police attire. They use the colors that are related to police, but these colors are not entirely the police thing. They try to mimic the police. But when you come out in a video and talk this, then it raises a question on the security of this nation. So as we are constituting the current government in terms of cabinet secretaries, I think a lot has to be done in terms of safeguarding and securing the police, the National Police Service materials in terms of firearms, in terms of uniforms, etc. Because this is how sometimes goons just attack you on the road, or they just rush you on the road, and simply because you saw a police uniform, you just conclude it is the police officer who attacked you. Well, actually, it's not a police officer who attacked you. And this explains why we will keep having this mistrust between the citizenry and the police, because at what time do I differentiate that this actually was not a police officer, it is somebody who even borrowed a coat, it is somebody who hired a court to do whatever they want to do, So for me, it is a very serious thing that this country needs to look at. When police attires and police firearms, etc., start finding their ways, or find their ways to the public, all in the hands of the citizenry, who actually are misusing them, it raises questions about security in this particular country. And something has to be done. And something being done implies banning the use of police attires, and I mean the official police attires, for such events, or for such functions, or for such purposes. Even if you are a content creator, you can mimic. I know of so many content creators who mimic police and they have the attires. Or if you are a police content creator, you are allowed to use your attire, so long as also it doesn't go against the codes and conducts of the National Police Service. But the fact that a police constable somewhere or a sergeant has given his uniform to somebody, and this somebody is using that uniform to send threats in the social media, characterizing somebody and sending threats that I will do something to you, I will kill you, all those things, I think that is out of control and something needs to be done. Stay tuned. This is your host Kathleen, Madam CS, and see you next time.